Virginia blue is just too important, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So we only have days to go until the election, and I'd say, you know, we just can't wait. So let's get Dan elected.
Yeah, Dan.
It's hard to believe that tomorrow is Halloween.
Right.
I already have my costume. And that means Thanksgiving and Christmas are nearly upon us. So I love holiday traditions. And during our time of the Obama-Biden administration, we started this tradition where we would have an annual Thanksgiving dinner and at the Vice President's residence. And we would serve our service members and their families who were at Walter Reed. We would get them in a bus and bring them down because they weren't home, right? So, and Joe and I also would spend Christmas Day at the hospital visiting with them. And it was really a special time to get to know some of our most courageous and resilient families that I've ever met. And our son Bo served in the Delaware Army National Guard and spent a year in Iraq. So really, we had a pretty good understanding of what it was like to have a holiday when your loved one is, you know, serving and you know they're not at home. And during one of my visits, I met a soldier named Brian, who had lost both his legs right below the knee. And right away, I could see his strength and his resilience. And his wife, Brianna, was dealing with just incredible challenges. In addition, you know, to her life being just so changed by an IED, you know, taking Brian's legs. And the good thing was they had a brand new little baby boy. And spending so much time in a hospital and learning to cope with a newborn, you know, nobody could blame them for feeling so overwhelmed. But they kept up each other's spirits. And she would wheel him down the hospital halls. The baby was strapped to her chest and, you know, just teasing Brian and making him laugh. And you could see by the way that he held her hand and by the way he looked at her when they talked together. And they talked about the challenges of recovery. And you could see that he was drawing so much from her strength. And about a year later, I was back visiting service members, and I met another young man who'd lost both his legs. And believe me, he was really struggling, and he was really depressed. And he told me that he'd been feeling pretty hopeless until another soldier reached out to him. Thanks to his new friend, he found the strength he needed to focus on getting better. And his inspiration, guess who it was?
Dan.
Brian.
Brian.
Brian, no, right? Because Brian was, yes.
Brian.